So you want to learn how to introduce yourself in Arabic, but maybe it feels a little daunting? Don't worry, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to break it all down piece by piece so you can speak your very first sentences with confidence. Let's jump right in.
And just so you know where this is all coming from, we're basically cracking open a university textbook unit on this exact topic. We're taking the core stuff, the really important bits, and making it super simple and clear for you.
Okay, here's our game plan. First, we'll meet the pronouns, the absolute basics. Then we'll use them to build actual sentences. After that, we'll cover a really important gender rule, learn to introduce other people, and finally, stick it all together. Simple, right?
All right, first things first, we need our ingredients. And in language, that starts with pronouns. You can't really talk about anyone, yourself or others, without them. So let's get these essential building blocks down.
The number one word you're going to need is I. In Arabic, that's ana. Pretty easy, right? Ana. And the best part? It works whether you're a man or a woman. It's totally neutral. Go on, give it a try. Ana. Now, what about you? Well, if you're talking to a guy, you'd say anta. Anta. And this is your first clue that gender is going to be a pretty big deal in Arabic, which we'll get into more in just a little bit. And you guessed it, if you're talking to a woman, it changes. You becomes auntie. Can you hear that little shift at the end? It goes from anta to auntie. That tiny vowel change makes all the difference.
Next up, for talking about a guy, we have he, which is huwa. Huwa. Nice and straightforward. Huwa.
And to round out our set, she is hiya. Hiya. So there we have it, our 5 key players. Ana, I, anta, you for a guy, auntie, you for a woman, huwa, he, and hiya, she. Now we're ready to actually start talking.
Okay, let's put these brand new pronouns to work. This is where Arabic grammar does something really cool. To say something like I am a doctor, you don't even need a word for am, you just put the 2 words together.
Just look at this. Ana mohandis. Literally I engineer. The is just understood. How cool is that? Same thing with anta tabib. You doctor. It's so efficient. With just this simple pattern, you can already introduce yourself or someone else by their profession.
So you might have noticed all those professions were masculine. What happens if you're a female engineer? Well, thankfully, there's a super consistent and simple rule for this. It's a real game changer.
This slide shows it all. On the left, you've got the masculine form, muhandis. To make it feminine, you just look to the right, muhandisa. See that? And more importantly, hear it? That little ah sound at the end is everything.
So here's the secret, spelled out. You take the masculine word and you add this little symbol at the end. It's called a ta marbuta, but all you really need to know is that it adds an ah sound. So a male doctor, tabib, becomes a female doctor, tabiba. It works like that almost every time.
Okay, this is where it all comes together. We've got our pronouns, we've got our gender rule. Now let's combine them and start introducing other people, making sure everything matches up perfectly. Let's walk through these.
First one, huwa muhandis. He is an engineer. Easy. Huwa is masculine, so muhandis stays masculine. But check out the second one, anti muhandisa. We're using anti, the feminine you, so the profession has to become feminine too. It's all about agreement. Same for the last one, hiya tabiba, she doctor. Hiya is feminine, so tabiba has to be as well. See? Everything has to match.
You are now making complete correct sentences. That's huge. But what if you want to say more than one thing? How do you connect your ideas and sound a bit more natural? Well, you just need one final tiny word.
And that magic word is wa. It's just a single letter and it means and. This little thing is the glue that will let you stick 2 sentences together to create a more complex, interesting thought.
And boom, let's put it all together. Ana muhandis wa hiya tabiba. I am an engineer and she is a doctor. Just look at that sentence. You've used a pronoun, a masculine job, our connector word, another pronoun, and a feminine job. That's a full, proper sentence. You did that.
So let's just take a breath and recap. In the last few minutes, you've learned 5 key pronouns, how to build a sentence without a verb, the all-important gender rule, and how to link it all together with wa. That is a seriously solid foundation.
So there you have it. You've got the basic toolkit to introduce yourself and the people around you in Arabic. You've really taken your first big step. So the only question left is, who are you going to introduce first?